ออกมาเป็นน้ำเลยลูกมาเป็นน้ำ
Hello, guys. Wow, iPhone, what are you eating?
Sausage.
Oh, sausage. Ah, that's nice. Nachanon, what are you eating for lunch?
Nom nom.
นี่ไม่ถึงอาหารนี่แมงโก้
Mango. Wow, that's nice. That's a nice fruit. And Alka? And
pizza
Alka?
and rice and mango
Ooh, you guys, you like mango, right? Wow, that's nice. That's yummy. Does anybody want to give Teacher Tate? Nobody. All right, guys. So today we're going to talk about time. Today we're going to talk about time. Do you guys know how to read time? Do you guys know how to read time?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, yes. All right, that's wonderful.
I know by phone. I know by phone.
Oh, you know by phone. All right, all right.
Clock. I don't know.
Mira.
I don't know with clock. I don't know
Oh.
with clock.
Oh, with a clock, you don't know. I'm going to teach you today. It's very, very easy. Miran, Miran, do you know how to read a clock? Do you know how to tell time?
เพื่อนกินมันก็แบบสุกหรือดิบสุกเนี่ยฉันไม่ชอบดิบฉันไม่ชอบสุกอ่ะฉันกินดิบ
How come?
เรากินดิบอยู่แล้ว
Where are your friends, guys? Where are your friends? Where are the friends? Where are the friends? Today is our lunch.
and bright and อังเปา
Oh,
is
all
อังกะ
right.
เพรา is อังเปา
Ang Pao. Ang Pao is not here these days. Where is he? Do you know where he is?
I know
You don't know.
To get these nuts.
All right. You guys, today it's your last lesson. It's your last lesson for maths, I think. Maybe on Wednesday and Thursday we won't be having classes.
These nuts.
It's your last lesson for math, okay?
Nuts.
In primary one. You guys, you're not going to primary 2. Do you know that? Do you know that?
I don't know.
Are you ready? Are you ready for
Yes, I
primary
do.
2? Yeah, iPhone knows. Are you guys ready for primary 2?
yeah
You are ready. All right, that is wonderful. All right. Let's start our class. So today we said we're going to talk about time, and some of you said you already know how to read time, but you can only use your phone. Some of you said you can use a clock, right? Okay. So today what we want to do is very simple. We want to talk about time. So first and foremost, we're going to listen to this song, right? We're going to listen to this song and there we go. I want to test the volume first. Can you hear?
Hip hop around the clock. Hip hop around the clock. When I say the time, you stop. If you're at the time, you say hip hop, then the time on the clock. Hip hop around the clock. Hip hop around the clock. Now the time is 8 o'clock. Hip hop around the clock. Hip hop around the clock. Now the time is 5 o'clock.
It's 5 o'clock.
the clock, hip, hop, around the clock. Now the time is 2 o'clock.
30 o'clock.
Hip, hop, around the clock, hip, hop, around the clock. Now the time is 11 o'clock. Hip, hop, around the clock, hip, hop, around the clock. Now the time is 7 o'clock. Hip, hop, around the clock, hip, hop, around the clock. Now the time is 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
Hip, hop, around the clock, hip, hop, around the clock, hip, hop, around the clock, hip, hop, around the clock. Let's be friends.
All
Play
right.
your mouth.
All right, guys. Okay. So like what we said, we want to talk about time, right? I can see some of you were dancing, some are not. All right. So today we want to talk about the o'clock times. We want to talk about o'clock times. And we are going to learn using this video. Okay, so we now want to pay attention. Let's pay attention to those who have their videos off. May you please turn on your videos, like Cheap, Bright, Candle, and Kanyanas. All right, please turn on your videos. Please turn on your videos, okay? All right, let's go. Can you all hear? Can you all hear?
Time, 8 o'clock.
Can you all hear?
Yes, I can.
All right.
I can.
All right, that's okay. That's okay.
Okay,
All right, so today we want to
start.
talk about telling the time. Telling the time, and we're starting with o'clock. O'clock. O'clock.
Below o'clock.
Mm.
This is called an analog clock, and as you can see, here are the numbers 1 through to 12 on the clock face.
All right. So firstly, on the clock we have our numbers from 1 up to 12, right? We start here with 12 in the middle at top here, and we have our 6 right down, and we have the other numbers like from 1 up to 5 here, and we have 7 up to 11, right? Nachinon, may you please be quiet? Okay, all right. Okay, so we have our numbers from 1 here up to 12, with 12 being in the top, right? Okay, and on the clock we have 2 arrows, which are called the hands. We have the minute hand and the hour hand, which are shown here, right? So we have our numbers, and we have the minute hand, and we have the hour hand. The minute hand, it shows us the minutes that we have. For example, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or 20 minutes, or it's 30 minutes, or it's 25 minutes, or it's 35 minutes, like so, right? So this minute hand, it shows us the minutes. And the hour hand, which is the shorter one, it shows us the hour that we are in. For example, if we are in the hour of 1 o'clock, it points at 1. If you are in the hour of 3, it points at 3. If you are on the hour of 11, it points at 11. If we are on the hour of 7, it does the same. It points at 7, right? So that is the hour hand. So we have 2 main things on the clock. It's very, very easy. we have the minute hand and the hour hand. Okay, all right, let's listen.
An analog clock has 2 hands. We call the long hand the minute hand, and we call the short hand the hour hand. When the minute hand is pointing to the number 12 on the clock face, we say it is something o'clock. The number that the hour hand is pointing to will tell us what hour we are in. Right now, the hour hand is pointing at the number 12. So the time on the clock is 12 o'clock.
All right. Okay. So like what I said that we have 2 arrows which are called the hands, right? The minute hand and the hour hand. So for example, that we can see here on the video, we have this long hand pointing at 12, right? And we have the short hand as well, pointing at 12 as well, which shows us that the time is 12 o'clock. We said the hour hand points at the hour and the longer hand points at the minutes. Okay, so when the minute hand is pointing at 12, it means o'clock. It means o'clock or 60 minutes, right? 60 minutes or o'clock. So we have our minute hand and we have our hour hand pointing at 12, which shows us that the time is 12 o'clock. The time is 12 o'clock. All right, let's see some other examples.
This is called a digital clock.
All
The
right.
digits on the left will tell us the hour that we're in. The digits on the right tell us how many minutes have passed the hour.
Teacher, is 9 o'clock
Yes.
in the night. 9 o'clock in the night.
All right, Alka. Okay, so the one that we usually have on our phone is the digital one, right? Which shows us the 4 numbers. Usually there are 4 numbers on the digital one, which we usually have on our phone, on our laptops, on our tablets, right? Yes, any question? Somebody saying, we are not writing anything, Kunsu. We are not writing anything. I just want you to listen. Okay? Today we're just learning how to tell time when it's at o'clock. All right? Which is the easiest one, guys. This is very, 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 very easy. All right. Okay. Okay, let's continue. So the one that we usually have on our phone is this digital one where we have 4 numbers, right? Where we have 4 numbers. So the first 2 numbers, they tell us the hour that we are in. For example, right now we are in the hour of 1 o'clock, right? And here on the example on the screen, we are in the hour of 12, okay? So if you see these first 2 numbers on your digital clock or on this clock that shows numbers or on your phone, it shows you the hour that you are in, okay? So it can be 1, it can be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, or 12, right? Okay, so we move on to the other 2 numbers. The other 2 numbers on the right, they show us the minutes, okay? Whenever we are at o'clock, the other numbers or the minutes will be written as 0, 0. For example, when it's 12 o'clock, we write 1, 2, ... is 0, 0. When somebody asks you what's the time national, when the digits are like this, we say it is 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock, right? So you read the first 2 numbers. Let's say they have...
I don't want
Any question?
It's not really.
May you please speak clearly, Jeff? Any questions? I didn't hear you properly. May you please come again? May you please come again? Do you have any question? No. All right. Okay, so let's continue. We want to see other examples, right? Do we have any questions, everybody? Any questions or you want to ask, like Teacher Tate, I didn't understand this part so far. Okay, so when you're looking at your phone, the first two numbers, they show you the hour that we are in. And the second two numbers, this second set, will show you the minutes that we have. Okay, all right. So let's see other examples.
The time on both the analog clock and the digital clock both say 12 o'clock. Since there are 60 minutes in 1 hour, let's have a look at what happens when the minute hand moves clockwise around the clock. The minute hand is pointing to the 12, so it is something o'clock. The hour hand is pointing at the number 1, so the time is 1 o'clock. Let's watch the clock fast forward another 60 minutes.
All right. Let's look at this. Let's look at the example that we have. Okay. So we have moved from 12 and we have moved 60 minutes and we have gone round and came back to 12, right? Which we said when it's 60 minutes, we know that it's an hour, right? Okay, so we have moved from 12, and went round and we came back again to 12. Whenever we move our minute hand from 12 and we go and we come back again, it becomes an hour. And our hour hand, which is this red one, the shorter one, which tells us the hour that we are in, it also moves, right? It moves from 1 hour to the next hour. So as you can see, we were on 12 o'clock and it moved, right? It moved to 1 o'clock and we moved again, this bigger one, the minute hand, it moved again from 12 and it came back to 12. And our smaller hand, which is the hour hand, it also moved, right? From 1 to 2 o'clock, okay? So now our clock is now showing us that the time is 2 o'clock. The time is 2 o'clock, right? If we move again the bigger hand or the minute hand, the hour hand will also move with us, right? And it will be pointing at 3 and the time will be 3 o'clock, right? So that is what happens. That is what happens. And it goes on and on and on and on the whole day, every time. That's how the clock moves, right? Okay, and that's how we read the time. If this smaller one is pointing at a number, it shows us that we are in that hour. If it's pointing at 2, we are in 2 o'clock. If it's pointing at 5, we are at 5 o'clock. If it's pointing at 7, it's 7 o'clock. If it's pointing at 11, it's 11 o'clock, right? Okay. Do we have any questions? No questions. Let's move on to other examples. Okay. Also, having said that, anybody who wants to try and tell us the time right now? Anybody who wants to try and tell us what is the time right now? What is the time right now? What is the time? The time is, yes, Auka?
Teacher, the time is 2 o'clock.
Thank you so much. The time is 2 o'clock. Why? Because the smaller hand, this hour hand, the red one, is pointing at 2. So the time is 2 o'clock. All right. Thank you, Auka. Thank you.
What time is it?
22. It is 2 o'clock.
Try to remember the basics. When the minute hand is pointing at the number 12, it is something o'clock. So then look at the hour hand to tell you what that something o'clock is.
Right. There we go. What is the time? What is the time? Anybody else to try who is not Auka? Let me see, Kendall. Kendall, what is the time? What is the time right now? What is the time? Kendall, if you are available, you can unmute.
7 o'clock.
Thank you so much, Kendall. The time right now, it is 7 o'clock. Yes, 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Thank you, that is very correct. Why? Because our hour hand, Auka, what did you say? All right, you will try the next one. You try the next one. Okay. Good job, everybody. Good job. Good job.
The time is 7 o'clock.
All right, there we go. There we go.
11 o'clock. 11 o'clock.
All right, yes. The time is 11 o'clock. The time is 11 o'clock. All right, guys. Having said that, how do we write? How are we going to write 11 o'clock? How are we going to write it on our digits?
11 o'clock.
We are going to write which numbers? 1, 1, dot, dot, 0, 0, right? That's how we write 11 o'clock in digits, right? That's why it's called digital, because it's in digits, right? All right. Okay, good job. Thank you, Auka. Thank you, Auka. Now I want somebody else who's not Auka, not Kendall. Right. Let's all be ready. Let's all be ready. Good job.
It is 11 o'clock.
Right, there we go. Let me see who's there. Kanyanat, are you there? Kanyanat? Kanyanat, are you there? Kanyanat. All right, Nachanan will give you the next one. We'll give you the next one. This one, we want Kanyanat to tell us what is the time? What is the time, Kanyanat, number 17? Let's give you a little time to think, right, guys? We always say that. Let's give each other some time. Let's not shout answers. Let's say, teacher, teacher, can I try?
Can I try?
All right, wait a little bit, iPhone. Kanyanat, are you there? All right, I think maybe she's not there. iPhone, can you please tell us what is the time?
3 o'clock.
Okay, that is correct. All right, that is correct. The time right now, it is 3 o'clock, right? And how are we going to write it in digits? How are we going to write it, iPhone? How do we write 3 o'clock? How are we going to write it? We are going to say what? 3.00, right? That's how we're going to write it. That's how we're going to write it. All right. Thank you, everybody. Good job.
The time is 3 o'clock.
There we go. Another one, Nachanon. Nachanon, what is the time? What is the time? The time is
6 o'clock.
the time is 6 o'clock. Thank you. 6 o'clock. All right, thank you so much. The time is 6 o'clock, which is very true. And how are we going to write it in digits? Nachanon, how are we going to write it in digits? We are going to write 6.00, right? All right, good job. Thank you, good job, good job. All right.
6 o'clock.
The next one
It
is for
is 6
Miran.
o'clock.
Miran, be ready, and Jeff as well. All right, there we go. What is the time, Miran? What is the time? What is the time? The time. Thank you. The time is 8 o'clock. And how are we going to write it in digital form? Miran, how are we going to write it in digital form? We are going to say
8 o'clock.
yes, we heard that it's 8 o'clock, Nachanon. Yes, we heard that it's 8 o'clock, which is very true. We are going to, how are we going to write it in digits? Miran, we are going to say 8 what? 8 we are going to say 8.00, isn't it? Okay, all right, the next one is for Jeff. So Jeff, please be ready if you're available. Please be ready, and Bright as well will do the next one, and then we'll all be done. All right, let's go.
The time is 8 o'clock.
All right, Jeff, what is the time? What is the time? What is the time?
0 ค่ะ
The time is
0
the time is, I want Jeff. Guys, I want Jeff, Alka, and Nachanon. I want Jeff to tell me the answer. Jeff, are you available?
4 o'clock.
Jeff, are you available? All right, if she's not available, Bright, may you please unmute? We want to hear from you. What is the time? 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 Kunsu, may you please help Bright to tell us what is the time right now? Yes, Kunsu, we are waiting. May you please unmute and tell us what do you think? What is the time right now? The time is? The time is? We are waiting, Kunsu. May you please try? May you please try? Kunsu, we are waiting. Auka, do you want to help your friend? And tell us what. All right, Auka wants to help you, Kunsu. Okay, can you please tell Kunsu what is the time?
เซฟมันคือ4 o'clock โอเคนายแค่พูดไปนายก็จะตอบได้
Right
แค่
now
นั้นง่ายๆ 4 o'clock
The time right now is what time? The hour hand is pointing at. Yeah, it's pointing at 4. It's pointing at 4. Thank you. Thank you. So the time is 4 o'clock.
It is 4 o'clock.
Right? All
The
right.
time is 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock is that's the last one. All right. Good job, everybody. Good job, guys. Now we want to do our small exercise and then we go. All right. You did a wonderful job. You did a wonderful job.
10 o'clock
Ooh. All right. Here we are. What we want to do here in this exercise, we want to match the time. We want to match the time with the clock, right? We want to match the time. Somebody is making noise today. Somebody is making noise. Nachanon, may you please mute? Nachanon is making some noise today. All right. Okay. We want to match the time. We want to match the time, right? So what we have on our left, we have the clocks, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 clocks. And then on this other hand, we have the time in digital form, in digits, right? The one that we usually see on our phone, on our computers, on our tablets, right? The one on the right in digits. Okay, so what we are going to do, we want to match the clocks and on the analog, like the one that is on the wall, and this one in digits. Okay, so the first one, who wants to start for us? Who wants to start? iPhone wants to start. iPhone wants to start. It's all right. Go ahead. Go ahead. What you're going to do, you're going to look at the analog clock, like the one that is on the wall, right? And then you match.
I know.
All right.
7 o'clock.
The time is, can you please say the time is 7 o'clock? The time is
7 o'clock.
Yeah. The time is 7, right? The time is 7. Yes, I can. All right, let's start here from 7 and then. Right, there we go. The time is 7. We have made. Thank you, Alphonse. All right, the next one. Alka. Kendall, may you please tell us, the second clock shows us what time? What time is it? This one. What time is it?
8 o'clock.
Yes, thank you so much. The time on this clock, it is 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. Thank you. All right, Auka, tell us please, what is the time on the third clock? What is the time on the third clock? The third clock, this one, Auka.
What? Teacher.
The time is what? On this one.
9 o'clock.
Thank you. The time. Yes, the time here is 9 o'clock. The time here is 9 o'clock, and there we go. There is our 9. All right. Good job. Thank you. The next person is Nachinon. The time is
10 o'clock.
10. All right, wonderful. You guys, you're doing an amazing job. Okay, okay, here we are. All right. Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay, the next one, Miran, the next one, Miran, the next clock shows us what time? This one, with a pencil. Miran, what is the time? The time is? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The time is 11. The time is 11. The time is 11. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That is good. The last one. The last one. The time is what? Anybody? Anybody wants to tell us the time is?
12.
Thank you so much. The time here is 12 o'clock. The time is 12 o'clock. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we now want to do the last thing, and then we go. Okay, the last thing, and then we go. The last thing, and then we go. Okay, I want somebody to tell me, which hour are we in? Which hour are we in right now? Right now we are in which hour? Right now we are in which hour? Is it 2 o'clock? Is it 4? Is it 12? Is it 10? Right now, which hour are we in? Which hour? Come on, guys. That's very easy. Which hour? I told you guys, I told you.
I don't know.
You don't know which hour we're in? We are in the hour of 1 o'clock, right? We're in the hour of 1 o'clock. All right, for today, we are going to end here. Good job, everybody. Good job, you did it.
Bye, teacher.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Thank you, teacher. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Nachinon. You are welcome. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.